Joe, how can someone align their thoughts, their emotions, and their actions to generate wealth?
Okay, how can somebody align their thoughts, their emotions, and their actions to generate wealth? Interesting question. You know, I am a fan of Neville Goddard. He was an author in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, wrote a lot of books that influenced me. I wrote about him in my book, The Attractor Factor, and he's probably in a lot of my more recent books. And he had this idea that I've coined the phrase Nevilleizing to describe. And that was the idea of, instead of just visualizing wealth or generating wealth, but to actually pretend that you've already generated it. So in other words, in traditional visualization and imagery, you sit here, you close your eyes, or maybe your eyes are open, and you visualize that wealth is coming to you, you're going to be wealthy. You might see yourself driving your ideal car, or looking at your bank statement, or living in that beautiful house that you want. And so you use your mind and your graphics, the imagery, to program yourself and put yourself in alignment to receive and generate wealth. But Nevilleizing goes beyond that, and I think it's far more powerful. Nothing wrong with imagery. I still do imagery, still endorse imagery. But with Nevilleizing, what you do is you step into the end result. Meaning that the house that you want, the car that you want, the job or the business that you want, the clothing that you want, the money that you want in your bank account, it's already done. In fact, play with that right this minute. If you play with the idea that you already have it, and you step into wealthy, whatever your name is, you step into, I am now wealthy, I now have the car. It's not coming, I have it, I can feel it. It's parked in the driveway. That's the kind of feeling you want to have, and that you're sitting in your mansion right now. You're having all of that experience right in this moment. In this moment, it is done. You have it. You generated it. You manifested it. You attracted it. In this moment, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions are all aligned. What you want to do is Nevilleize your wealth generation goal. That means instead of just writing it out, instead of just seeing the photos, all of which are useful, all of which I endorse, what you instead is pull it all in you, hug it, and just pretend it's reality right now. You can do this every day. You can do it several times a day. It's a fun experience. You're just kind of acting. You're role-playing. It's an imagery experience, but it's a physiological one because you've stepped into the reality of the end result. When you do that, your thoughts, your imagery, your emotions, your actions are all in alignment. That's how you put them in alignment. Whenever you notice in everyday waking reality as you take the next steps to generating wealth that your thoughts seem to wander off, just notice it. It's almost like a meditation. You notice that, oh, a doubt just showed up. Wasn't that interesting? Okay, thank you, doubt. And you go on to the more positive thought. Whenever you notice that you might be delaying taking an action, you might say to yourself, okay, I notice that I'm procrastinating here. What could be the issue? You might notice there's a little bit of a fear. What's the fear about? And the fear might be, oh, it might not work out. Okay, what would be the worst that would happen if it didn't work out? And so you kind of just go through it to dilute it. Always coming back to Nevilleizing your goal, meaning I already have it. I'm already living it. I'm already breathing it. I already own it. It's already done. From that place, what feels like the next action to take? What feels like the next thought to take? What feels like the next emotion to have? The Nevilleizing experience is a wonderful foundation because, if you don't mind me getting metaphysical for a second, what it does is just kind of send a thought form into the universe. And that thought form is this embodiment, this Nevilleized you that's already wealthy and a tycoon or whatever the word is for you. That goes out into the world as a thought form, and the world makes it become actual reality. This is where real magic happens in the world. So for me, the easiest way to keep your thoughts, your emotions, and actions in alignment to generate wealth is to Nevilleize the goal, It's already done. What's that feel like? In that moment, it's all one.